him in the car, in the Digibug. Friday, finally, Friday. Happy hour's coming up in what time? An hour and a half from now. Live happy hour, LITECOIN Lisa's YouTube channel, every Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to have a few drinks, and we'll see what I talk about. I don't know. I just, yesterday I noticed LITECOIN was starting to kick up, and, in the big bull run, when these cryptos really start to light up, LITECOIN is the one that leads the way. When that ratio between Bitcoin and LITECOIN starts to switch, and LITECOIN starts gaining ground on Bitcoin, that's when your real alt season kicks in, and the real momentum begins. And LITECOIN is the leader of that. A lot of people, oh man, LITECOIN's not doing anything. LITECOIN is, it's just not making moves. Just wait. Again, the fundamentals. A coin that's been running for almost 10 years, non-stop, no interruptions. 84 million can only exist, as opposed to 21 million Bitcoin. 4-to-1 ratio, yet the price does not even reflect that in the remotest way. LITECOIN's a powerful coin, and when it's activated, it really moves. It's the rocket ship. So, encouraging to see that starting to move up and peeking its head up a little bit. I don't know. It could kick something off. I talked about THETA yesterday and how, the FOMO, get into THETA, just that feeling. And I felt it. We all felt it. Need to get some THETA. Need to get more THETA. And then it corrected. It went up to like $8 and came down today around $6.30, and I don't know where it's at right now, maybe $6.50, but still that's $1.50 less than where it was yesterday, when everybody was probably like, I gotta get some. So these coins, again, try not to FOMO, fear of missing out, into these coins, because they all correct. Even when it's going to the moon, this thing's the greatest coin ever, it's going to change the world. You can't put all that energy into a coin, for 3 days in a row and think that it's going to continue. LITECOIN, I remember back in 2017, in December of 2017, back in around Thanksgiving, in November of 2017, LITECOIN was around $60. It might have, I think it hit 100, then it kind of came back down. It's like, oh, okay. And then in December, it went from $100 to $420 on Coinbase in like 4 to 5 days. That kind of jump. 4 times in 4 to 5 days. I mean, that's a lot of energy, especially with the market cap of LITECOIN, and how much is out there. So, but it couldn't continue. It gets to a point, and everybody thought it's going to 1,000. It's just going to keep going. The problem is, excuse me, the problem is there's only so much energy. There's only so much that, it's like anything else. You can run a sprint, but you can't, keep sprinting for 1,600 meters. You might be able to do it for 200 yards, and then 400, a pretty good clip. But 1,600, you're not going to be sprinting. You can't do it. It's the same with cryptocurrencies, because cryptocurrencies, all they do is they mirror our emotions. That's really all they're doing. Yeah, there's fundamentals to them, but when they move on the chart, when you look at it, it's just painting our emotions on that chart. That's all it is. And I'm no expert at this stuff, but I've learned a little bit in the past few years. It's watching human emotion play out. So these people that say, oh, this cycle's going to be different, this cycle's going to, last longer, be shorter, human nature just repeats itself. That's what it does. That's why you see these fractals. They repeat themselves, on the charts. It's because we're the same. Human beings have been the same for thousands of years, maybe millions of years. Who knows? I haven't been around that long. Well, maybe I have. I just don't remember it. Don't have a very good memory. So it's just fascinating to watch that human emotion, and to think that it's going to $10, it's going to $20, and after it's already run up, a lot, it will stop, because it has to take a break. And that's just how it is. And so don't FOMO into a project. Again, like I said, if you got to get some, get a little bit. But, you know, on the dip, buy some more. Now we have this guy passing me. This is going to cause an accident. Look at this. Anyway. Passing 2 cars, and I'm like 5 car lengths away from the car ahead of me, and no passing zone coming up. You know, oh, wait, actually, I took 3 cars. Good stuff, man. I guess that's a good lesson. Don't FOMO. Don't FOMO to get somewhere. Take your time. You know what? Time. You ain't got no time if you get in an accident. So it's just, what's so important that you have to be there? You know, if it were, you'd have a siren on your frickin', you know, top of your car, if it were important. So it's, man, it's just like the crypto market. People just get anxious and they want to jump. They got to get in that other lane and they got to go. You know, I got to get up there right now. I got to go right to the top. You know, I'm going to buy in. Just be patient and watch what happens. You know, things unfold. How many times have you seen that? Somebody passes you and then you get somewhere and they're right in front of you at a stoplight. You know, they didn't make any progress. And that's the lesson to be learned. I mean, patience. Again, focus on those good coins, focus on those good cryptos, and you know what? You feel good about holding them, and you don't worry about it, you know? So, I don't know. Break free from the FOMO. But it's exciting to see Litecoin on the move a little bit. Very exciting. Speaking of very exciting, I just watched I didn't watch it last night, but I watched the Joe Biden speech. I'm sorry, President Joe Biden. Precedent Joe Biden, unprecedented Joe Biden. Whew. The second word out of his mouth was a stuttering and a stammering. It was, I don't know. What did he say? He said tonight instead of tonight. And I just, you know, the guy, he just doesn't have the oratory skills. He doesn't have the flair. And he's 78. I mean, what do you expect? You know, when you elect a guy that's that old, there's, you know, you lose things as you get older. And I'm 48, so I know. And I'm not even close to 78. So it's interesting to watch. I thought it was, anyway, I don't want to comment too much on that. Y'all make your own opinions. It wasn't that long. It was only about 20 minutes maybe, speech. Go check that out. You got stimulus checks on the way, $1.9 trillion getting printed up. Some people might get their checks as early as this weekend, I hear. So that's money. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to watch out when I hit the postal carrier here, and somebody's not going to get their mail. So there we go. Let's just turn right here. But you're going to get checks, $1,400 a piece. You know, that's money that just gets created out of nothing. Where do you think that comes from? And there's concern that it might cause inflation. You know, I've heard that. It's going to cause inflation. Absolutely, it's going to cause inflation. You know, but then on the other side of it, you got so much debt that can't be repaid that money's going to help, you know, pay that debt and keep things afloat for a little bit, and so it doesn't become inflationary. There's all kinds of schools of thought. But if you've got $1,400, what are you going to do with it? You going to go buy some crypto? I think a lot of people will that are into the crypto space, because they see what's happening. They see how their labor, their energy is being devalued. So they might just go get some crypto with that money. And I can't say I blame them. So pick out your good crypto, go get some. But that's enough of the rambling. Got to pick my daughter up, and then happy hours at 4 p.m. Central Time. Man, that's a lot of trash. They must be getting new stuff. They got their stimulus check coming. Wow, there's a lot of people here. So, yeah, 4 p.m. Central Time, happy hour. I'll be live from the bar with Litecoin Lisa. We'll be having some drinks, and it'll be a good time. I think all involved will enjoy it, and we'll talk about some things. We'll talk about the speech. All right, I love you all. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and that's Westwood from the Digibug on a Friday. Love you all. Have a great weekend.